From mind to movement, exploring the three domains of learning: cognitive, affective, and psychomotor domains. Good day, everyone. I am Edelinda T. Testa. Today, I will be presenting a comprehensive discussion on the three major learning domains: the cognitive, affective, and psychomotor domains. These domains are essential in designing meaningful learning experiences for our students. What I prepared today is a set of 15 learning activities, 5 for each domain with clear action verbs and explanations for why each activity fits the domain. Understanding these domains allows us, as educators, to create lessons that do not only focus on knowledge but also on feelings, values, and physical skills. In other words, holistic teaching must balance thinking, feeling, and doing. As I go through the presentation, I will explain each activity in simple, practical terms so we can see how they can be applied inside the classroom. Let us begin with the cognitive domain. Cognitive domain: thinking and processing information. The cognitive domain is the most familiar domain to many of us because it deals with mental skills and intellectual abilities. This is where students recall information, analyze concepts, understand ideas, and apply their learning. Most academic tasks fall under this domain because they require learners to think deeply and make sense of information. In this slide, we have 5 sample activities. I will go through each one and explain the action verb used. I discuss them, try to think of how these activities are typically applied in classroom, from simple recall tasks to more complex thinking skills. For number 1, analyze a short story. The verb analyze. Analyze is the higher order cognitive skill. It requires students to break down a story into its parts, characters, plot, conflicts, and examine how they work together. This clearly belongs to the cognitive domain because it requires reasoning and critical thinking. For number 2, identify main ideas. Identify is the verb. To identify means to recognize or pick out key information. This activity tests the learner's ability to recall and understand content. It's part of the lower level cognitive skills but is still essential in comprehension. For number 3, compare two poems. The verb compare. Compare. Comparing two poems requires evaluating similarities and differences. The learner must read, understand, and judge elements such as tone, theme, or structure. These are all mental processes, so it belongs to the cognitive domain. For number 4, explain a concept. The verb explain. Explaining shows understanding when a student explains a concept in their own words. It demonstrates that they have processed the information, reorganized it, and can clearly communicate it. This is a core cognitive skill. For number 5, summarize a chapter. The verb summarize. To summarize means the student must understand the text enough to condense it. This requires comprehension and selection of important points again. A cognitive process. Affective domain. Developing attitudes, values, and feelings. Now, let's move on to the affective domain. Unlike the cognitive domain, which focuses on thinking, the affective domain deals with emotions, values, attitudes, interests, and behaviors. This domain is often overlooked, but it is extremely important because students' motivation, participation, respect, and character are rooted in effective learning. In this slide, I will present 5 activities that demonstrate different levels of affective engagement, from simple emotional responses to forming personal values. For number 1, express appreciation for a poem. The verb express. Express shows that students' emotional reaction. When learners share what they appreciate about a poem, they are responding emotionally, not just intellectually. This is clearly effective. For number 2, respond to a classmate respectfully. The verb respond. To respond respectfully involves attitude, empathy, and social values. This is not about recalling information, but about demonstrating positive behavior and interpersonal skills. For number 3, reflect on personal learning. The verb reflect. Reflection is deeply internal. When students reflect, they think about their own feelings, progress, and personal experiences. This belongs to the affective domain because it involves self-awareness. For number 4, value cultural differences in stories. Verb value. The verb value is directly connected to affective learning. It shows appreciation, respect, and acceptance, important aspects of shaping attitudes. For number 5, participate actively in group tasks. Verb participate. Participation reflects willingness, motivation, and interest. When learners show active engagement, it indicates positive attitudes, which fall under the affective domain. And next we have this psychomotor domain. This domain focuses on physical movement, coordination, and the use of motor skills. These activities involve doing, making, performing, and creating with the hands or the body. Many performance tasks belong to this domain such as drawing, crafting, role-playing, and other hands-on activities. Here are 5 sample activities that clearly demonstrate psychomotor learning. For number 1, create a poster. The verb create. Create here involves the physical act of designing and assembling a poster. Learners use their hands, tools, and visual skills. This requires coordination, so it clearly belongs to the psychomotor domain. For number 2, write a paragraph. Verb write. Writing may seem cognitive, but the physical act of handwriting or typing is psychomotor. It requires fine motor skills and hand-eye coordination. For number 3, role-play a scene. The verb role-play. Role-playing involves movement, gestures, facial expressions, and coordinated actions. This is the physical performance and therefore psychomotor. For number 4, draw a character map. Verb draw. Draw is a clear psychomotor verb. It requires controlled hand movement and spatial arrangement. For number 5, perform a dialogue. Verb perform. Performing includes speaking, movement, timing, and sometimes body gestures. This makes it a psychomotor activity since learners physically demonstrate the skill. For the conclusion, bring the 3 domains together. To conclude, these 15 activities clearly show how learning occurs across 3 interconnected domains: cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. The cognitive domain strengthens thinking and understanding. This is where students learn concepts, analyze information, and apply knowledge. The affective domain shapes feelings and attitudes. It teaches students to value respect, express emotions, and participate positively. The psychomotor domain develops physical and creative skills. It allows students to perform tasks, create outputs, and express learning through action. Learning happens best when all 3 domains work together. And that's my presentation. Thank you for listening.